How's the summer been? Kind of leading into this. I know, obviously you guys went a little deeper into the playoffs, but how did you kind of approach it and look ahead to training camp?
Yeah, it was good. I think obviously we played late last year into the playoffs, but I think it was still more of a normal season where you still finish with a little bit of time this summer to get back home and kind of rest, relax, and refuel, re-energize, and get in the gym and kind of build towards this. That's the goal all summer, right? Is build towards camp and be ready for day one. So I think summer went really well. A little bit of smoke from the wildfires and everything like that, but no complaints. I think summer is great, especially leading into this camp. It's exciting times.
Have you felt that on the ice in the first 3 days here, just about the work you put in and how you feel?
Yeah, I think the pace has been really high. I think it's been great so far. I think I feel really good out there. I feel fast. I feel strong. I feel confident in my abilities. I think being around in the last couple of years, knowing everyone, getting to know Husk over the last couple of years, know Connie. So you know the guys coming. It's new management, new coaches, but to already be familiar with them and what they want and what they expect out of you is nice and can lead to some confidence on the ice.
I think that's the assumption always that when you come back each year you feel more comfortable with the setup and maybe a little bit more confident in where you fit in. Is that fair to say that you kind of approach things maybe even a little bit differently with that fear?
Yeah, exactly. I think being in the American League last 2 years and getting those games under my belt, I think that's huge for development-wise. I think three-quarters of the guys that play in the NHL come through that league and develop their game and learn from the pro level in the American League. So I think just coming in, knowing I had a good year last year, that gives me confidence coming in this year, knowing that I could push and come into camp looking to take a spot.
What does a step forward look like for you this season?
Yeah, I think it starts right now at camp. It's impressing, putting my best foot forward to get my foot in the door, and like we talked about right at the meeting at the start of camp, it's the young guys pushing the older guys and trying to take spots and I think that's the mentality you go in with every single day is you put your best foot forward. And obviously we got some games coming up now, which is really important. You can practice all you want, but the games are the ones that matter. So I think looking forward to that. We're just go in, play a good team game, play to the standard, play to the execution level that coaches and GMs and scouts are looking for, and then also play your own game.
Do you feel like you're getting close to challenging for an NHL spot?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's why we're all here, right, is to challenge for an NHL spot every single time we come to camp. That's the goal, and no one really wants to spend their whole career in the minors. So I think you come in and every single time you get a chance, you're going to push. And like I just said, these exhibition games coming up are huge.
Connor, you had a great year last year, but are there any areas you're kind of looking to work on, especially in the summer going into this year?
Yeah, I think I took it in the summer, just getting stronger and faster. Pretty generic things, but things every young player can work on, just working on speed and foot speed, and obviously the skills come along with that. But I think for me, I've kind of always been able to have the skill and the hockey sense, but working on that footwork and foot speed has been huge for me over the summers, over the past couple, and I feel like it's really helping me improve as a player.
What do you think the biggest growth area in your game was last year?
I think just playing at a higher pace. I think breaking my ankle the year before didn't help too much, but getting into the summer, just working on my foot speed, like I just said, helped me a lot with my game, playing up at a higher pace, and then matching that with the speed and with the skill and the hockey sense, just kind of putting that all together and becoming a little more well-rounded within the systems, but being able to play my own game and produce helped me a lot.
Obviously, no one ever wants to break their ankle. I'm not trying to imply that, but for a guy, at that point in your career, in your development, it must have been super frustrating just to lose that time, eh?
Yeah, 100%. I think I was out 10, 12 weeks, and that takes a toll on you mentally, physically, and on your confidence, on your ability just to even skate and your mobility out down there. You need your ankles, you need your legs to play hockey. So I don't think that's ever a good thing, but you learn a lot of lessons from that. It kind of pushes you a little harder to come back, and you got to go through a lot of stuff to come back, but it was all worth it in the end, and you don't want to ever go through that, but hopefully it doesn't happen to anyone, but it always happens, and little injuries, big injuries, you just got to kind of learn how to come back from those.